You see, I want to tell you people something about Adam and Eve. There is one thing about the name Adam and Eve. And those two names, they mean two different things in my own language, which Igbo language. In Igbo language, Adam means don't fall. Adam, Adana, that is Ibreke Adam. Na Igbo language, yọpụta bụ don't fall. Adam, that is the meaning. Then if in English language or in Igbo language or anything, if is kind of word that if I beat you and you will not beat him, if means you telling me you will do something but you will not do it. This is what if. What of if I marry you but you are not ready to marry him? What of if I beat you? What of if I love you but you are not loving him? So the word if is another character entirely. So now these two character is a character that God give the first man and the first woman, which is Adam and Eve. Now God make Adam first, and he took Adam to the Garden of Eden. And when he took Adam to the Garden of Eden, he told Adam, you see, I brought you here in a large quantity of garden. There is a lot of fruits here. You can eat as much you want. You can eat any fruit as much as you want. There is no limitation. It did not tell Adam, say, eat this one, eat that one. No, he said you can eat every fruit you want. But you see this yellow fruit, this yellow one, don't eat it. Then Adam says, yes, my Lord. Then Adam, my Lord, now move and make if. Remember the word if. He went ahead and make a woman called Eve. Then when he now make Eve, he brought it to Adam. The first he brought it to Adam and said, okay, Adam, I will give you this as a companion. He said this as a companion. Do you know what is companion? Companions means an helper, an assistant, and a friend, and a brother. Everything. That's companion. It means I will give you this woman as your companion. He called this Eve. He brought into Adam. Adam said, okay. He looked the woman. He looked everything. It's okay. I can call him woman. Adam named him woman, not God. He brought him to him. He made him. He said, Adam, take whatever you desire. Do with him. It's just your companion. Name him whatever. Any name you give him is what he bear. Adam now named him woman. And God now give him Eve. Because the name Adam was given to him by God. The name Eve was given to the woman by God. But Adam now named Eve woman. He said why? He explained the reason why he names him woman. Why? He says he's a woman, is my bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. The Adam went to sleep before God made Eve. But he wakes up, he detects that something things is wrong with him. He said, these are the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. Which he knows that there is something is wrong with him. That is the beginning of failure. That is the beginning of failure. That is the beginning of manifestation of the name Adam. But we never know. Then, later on, things goes like that. Adam now went ahead to go to check on across the other gardens, to plug other fruit. It's not doing any work. It's just rolling about, eating fruits, do anything she like. Adam is just holiday. On a day where there is many fruit, you play game, you wash, you do this. It's okay. Then the Satan now came. They told us that Satan came like a serpent. But you and I know that serpent cannot speak. So, which means this Satan is another man entirely, but he has a characteristic of serpent. It's a man, it's not a serpent. It's a man, but he has a characteristic of a serpent. Adam is a man, but his name is Adam, means don't fall, which means don't fall. But the Satan is a serpent and also a man, but he came in form of serpent, which means he's a man, he has a characteristic of a serpent. Why? A serpent does not move straight. Serpents move left and right, left and right. And anything that moves left and right, sometimes it's hard for you to dictate whether this thing is coming close to me, or you hardly dictate. Oh, this thing is coming, it's going this way, and suddenly you see it. Oh, suddenly before you know, the thing will bite you. That is a characteristic of a Satan. But he's a man. So he now went ahead and waited for Adam to go out, so he will not talk to the Eve. He's a man. He went to Eve and began to tell him, "Oh, Eve, what of if I marries you? What of if I take care of you more than Adam? What of if I show you love more than Adam? What of if I buy you car, give you all those things that your husband never give you access to? What of?" The woman said, "Wow, you mean you can marry me if," remember the word if you never do the thing, but you are giving him assurance of doing that. That is the word if. Okay, he said, okay, it's good. My husband never give me access to anything. He just, whatever I want, I told him, he gives me, but I never have access to pluck these fruits because I was brought here to, I don't know. I said, okay, you see the reason why you are not, that's why that's why if I marries you now, I will give you access to touch this thing, touch that, eat anything, you go and get it by yourself. Woo! And woman was like, this is a privilege. This is privilege because I never had this kind of privilege. To touch anything I want to touch is a privilege. It's okay. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. Then Satan, which is another man, told him, "You see this very apple over there? It's very sweet. And ever since your husband is giving you those apples, but they never gives you this one. You know why? Because it's very sweet and he doesn't want you to eat it. That's why he doesn't want you to have it." Then Eve now say, "Oh, what of if I eat this apple? Oh, you mean it? You mean it? Now I see. What of if?" That is the manifestation, that is the first manifestation of his name. If he went ahead and plucked the apple and gave it to him. And the Satan do not eat the apple, but it's good. And Satan have the every permission to eat that very apple. He has the permission. He can plug it and eat it and give to Eve. But he plug it and say, okay, you see, it's good to eat it. Then Eve eat the fruit. And he now told Eve that when your husband come, if the Satan do not eat the apple, he have the right to eat the apple, but he do not eat it. He just came there for a mission to trick the Eve. So he said, when your husband comes, told him that you have eaten this apple, He will not beat you. He will even likewise eat with you. Since you tell him that this apple is good, make him to believe that this apple is nice for him to eat. You don't need anything. You just told him all those things. Maybe he will eat it. Maybe. If it's okay, no problem. I'm eating it is quite good on my stomach. Wait till the Adam come. Remember his name, Adam. Don't fall. Adam, don't fall. God told him, don't fall. Now the name where God give him. So when the Eve now come, then Eve now use his name Eve against Adam. He used his own name against Adam. Adam, what of if you eat this fruit that I eat? I ate it. It's sweet. What of if you eat it? Then the argument starts. What of if you eat this fruit? What of if you eat this food that I cook? What of if you eat it? With too much noise, disturbance, Adam just coming back to eat, to plug other fruits, he climb tree. Although Adam do some work, to climb tree to plug fruit, it's a work. Don't think God put him there for enjoyment to eat other apple. You have to climb it. The trees, the fruits, they are there, but you got to climb it and plug it. That is a work. That's in the beginning, God give man responsibility. So he's climbing up and down, bringing the fruit down, and he brought it to Eve for him with Eve to eat and go to bed as usual. Then Eve, they do have sex, yes. Then Eve shout and shout and shout, oh, what if you eat this fruit? And the name Adam come to manifestation. When, remember, God told him, don't fall. He now take the fruit and eat it. From that very day, Adam now he sold his light to Satan, which is another man, but he came and in form of serpent, which is very trickish. I've explained to you what serpent means. So another man, the Satan is another man, while the Adam is. So why God made Adam to be his representative on earth? That's why he gave him the name Adam, never fall. Then Adam now went for from being the control of tree, mango, of fruits, that he will just go and plug it on his own without not taking any license from anybody, without no giving person. Oh, you can go and plug any fruit anytime you want it, any day. So now the Adam is out. The Satan now came and took control of the Garden of Eden. That's taking control of what you do not own. He tricked the woman to take the control of what him do not have. And he knows that this thing do not belong to me. He knows that this thing do not belong to me. But he have the ability to trick the woman. He knows. But he knows very well. Now Adam and his wife Eve went to another place. They begin to suffer. They went to a desert. They fled from the garden where there is fruit, where there is all fruit you needed. They fled from there to the desert. Do you know what desert means? Desert means dry land. Dry land, hardship, suffer. That's what desert means. You cannot see fruit growing in desert. You cannot see water in desert. You hardly see living thing in desert. But in a garden, when there is tree, you see bird, you see goat, you see everything, they will always come to relax under the tree because there's air. So he got everything he needed before, but Eve tricked him to lose everything. So he took the same Eve that tricked him to lose all the garden, everything. He still took him along with him, pleading for, running away from God, thinking that, oh, he knows that as soon as he eats the fruit, that's when his senses come back. Ooh, God told me to not eat this fruit. It took the same even though we are dying, let us die together. But if it's not dying, I took my if along with me. On his way running to dry land, which is desert, God now called him, Adam, 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 Adam. He said, God, Adam, Adam, where are you? Simple question. Where are you? He never asked you whether you are naked, whether you are out of garden, just for you to tell him your location. Okay, God. You be like, say, I don't find myself for dry land. You be like, say, I don't find myself for desert. For you to just tell her, oh, I don't find myself for desert. You tell her, say, hey, I'm naked. You are naked? And Adam knows what he means by naked. Because when you are under tree, you feel covered. But when you are in desert, you are naked. Sun can hit your head direct without nothing to cover your head. And your head is your brain boss. It's the center of your list. Your head contains a lot of things. Is the main is in fact your head is everything. When your head is in order, you are in order. So he says, I'm naked because the sun is hitting him so hard he cannot even know what he's doing. The sun, the sun in desert. Some of you who have been to desert know how sun. So the sun hit him to the extent that he get confused. He said, I'm naked. Then from there, the evil seed continue. God, Adam now give birth because God have already made the covenant. He have already made the covenant. He give birth with Eve. Okay, now that they fled away from desert, but there is still some food. They still move around. They find a better place. They now say, okay, where they can raise their children. He now give birth, Cain and Abel. Now ask me, he give birth to Cain and Abel, and Cain killed Abel. So when Cain killed Abel, because the greediness now comes, that's the beginning of greediness, that's the beginning of hatred. These two brothers, Cain and Abel, is a reincarnation of the first man who tricked Eve and the Adam. So Eve is the middle person now. The other man has his own Eve, but he leave him because his own Eve do not have what he needs. So he needs to trick this person's Eve to his own side, so he can be able to take this person garden. This, you see, the Eve is the middle person. Is the middle. Eve is the middle person. So now, what happened when Cain and Abel? The other one was a like shepherd. He grows fruit. He raise animal. He do other things. Another one was a hunter. The other one was just shepherd. He raised goose. And the other one was just hunter. He just move. He did not raise nothing. He just move around, do things. The ones he has, he consume it. He did not keep for service. He just get. It's like a agbolo. It's like a thief. A thief do not have service. Sometimes thief just thief because I went, I find nice shoe, he thief it. He just eat it to get certified for the day, for the pleasure. Just he do whatever he do just for the pleasure. He do not do it because of love. He just Cain and Abel. I'm just describing the character of Cain and Abel. Cain do something because of the pressure he's getting. Now, why Abel do something because he loves what he's doing. He love raising animal, he love multiplying animal, he love taking care of his, Now the day of sacrifice come because this is another thing again. Sacrifice. God now knows that this person here he have a lot to sacrifice even though we demand. And this person also have. But because of his character that he do things because of pleasure. He doesn't do it because he love doing it. That's Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. This is character of Cain and Abel. You can see it. The Abel, Cain do something because of love. Why Abel do something because of pleasure? Pleasure means love for something. Just do something for a while to get what you want, and and bring out your inside. That's pleasure. You just meet woman, you just want to have sex for pleasure, not for love. you know but when you love woman, just for pleasure. Why this one love? Why this one do for the pleasure? And the Satan, which is the serpent, came to the woman just for the pleasure, not because he wanted to stay with the woman. The other Satan, the other Adam, came to the woman, Eve, just for the pleasure. He never wanted to stay with Eve. Why this Adam stay with the Eve? Because of love. That's when he's going, he still take Eve along with him. Even he's going to a place where there is no roof, no shelter upon his head, but he still took the Eve along with him. So this is the two people. So now, inside these two sons, this Adam now give birth to two sons, men. So now this thing is describing that this is two men dragging shoulder. Two men dragging shoulder. Two men dragging shoulder. Two men. So now Cain and Abel, they went to make a sacrifice. Then Cain, the other one, raised something. He do things because of love. When he heard that God said, okay, we'll make sacrifice, he went in and bringing his best out of what he has. He bring everything because of love. When you do something because of love, you persistent doing it. Even when you are not getting something out of it, you continue doing it. He bring out the best. But this one is doing it because of pleasure. He said, pleasure, what must I give woman 20 million just for a night? Just for a pleasure, just for a night. I can't do this, no. It's because of the pleasure. Even though he want to give you such amount, it's not gonna give you regularly. He's just giving you because he just want to give you to get access to whatever he wants. Then tomorrow, if you meet him, you tell you get away. So this is two character. Now, the sacrifice now make, God accepted his own brother because of love. Then he rejected his own. Now, jealousy, enviness, bitiness of Cain. He was so pissed off that, oh my God, he went ahead and killed his brother. When he's killing his brother, nobody is there. Their father Adam, which is another man, is not there. So when he now killed his brother, okay, he fled away, thinking nobody saw me. Remember, when the Satan, the serpent, came in form of, when the other man came to Eve, this Adam was not there. That's to tell you, no matter what, there's some things happen in your back that you must not know. Let what happened to your back be at your back. So when he killed his brother, there's no Adam. Their father is not there. Even the Eve who give birth to two of them is not there. God took the two to the wilderness when they make the sacrifice, and the two make the sacrifice together And after the sacrifice, God accepted Cain and his brother Ben. You know? Then jealousy, heaviness, he killed his brother, and on his way, he fled. Then God now called him, Cain, Cain, where are your brother Abel? He called him that your brother's blood is crying unto the grave, which means the land we put was made by God. He knows what we do in the land. So he said, I'm not my brother keeper. He began to feel less concerned. Wetin concern me with my brother? Why you go answer me that? That's another thing, pride. You see where the pride come? Wetin concern me? Why must you? Now he's telling God, why must you ask me that kind of question? Wetin concern me? Am I my brother keeper? This one not be that papa. Oh, Adam never know say they don't, one of them don't kill each other. You know? So